Angela Bell transitioned back in the 80s and became known to me through the world in which I moved. She was around the edges of journalism at a time when I was grappling with my gender. And I heard the story of a woman who transitioned gender, and at that stage I think it was at the Herald, although before then. But it gave me a beacon in the darkness, as I only knew the showgirl community and I associated with them and they were very kind to me. But as a military historian who'd played first class cricket and had been an army officer, I didn't have role models. And in Angela's narrative I saw a glimmer of a life that one could lead as a trans woman.
I spent months on this with Anne, and we hadn't met before tonight, so we've really, because she was in Virginia and I was in Sydney, and we had some pretty deep emails between each other. And the thing was, I was so involved with this for so long that I couldn't tell anymore how other people would react to this story. But tonight, hearing it read, it comes alive. Instead of, the words in print, the remarks and all the rest of it, suddenly it comes alive with a human voice. And it actually, if I may make a little speech, as Cate said, I started transitioning in 1984, and without going into a lot of details, it started off well. I got a job, not a good job, but I was welcome and they liked me. But then I got very brave and went for a journalist job, and I got it because I had been a journalist before. But to cut a very long story short, that went well for about a year, and then all hell broke loose, and I was sent to the pit of despair by persecution, by thinking my career was over, and I ended up, many years later, I was diagnosed with PTSD as a result of all of this. Now, in 1987, thanks to my union, which was then the Australian Journalists Association, and the kindness of the people running the Sydney Morning Herald in those days, I was hired again as a sub-editor, and I was there for 20 years. But as a result of this PTSD, I was always wary of being found out. I was wary about being identified, exposed, and I found that for a very long time, if I was watching television, for instance, and a transgender person came on TV, my partner wanted to watch the interview or whatever, or the documentary or whatever it was, I would either run to the bedroom and shut the door, or I'd adopt a fetal position and shrink to as small as I could and just sit there hyperventilating until it was all over. But an odd thing happened. In recent years there's been a lot more publicity about it, and obviously a lot more public acceptance, if not universal, at least widespread. And with people like Chelsea Manning and with Cate coming out, and with a former colleague telling me about a trans trial that she had. And then John asked me if I wanted to do this book. So I started editing the book, and suddenly it became I enjoyed it, but all this buried stuff started coming up again. And in a way it was harrowing, but it was also cathartic to do this. And now this. And it's funny, but I'm almost feeling that I've been dragged out of the hiding place by all of these experiences that have happened. In a sense, I feel like one of those Japanese soldiers who was left behind at the end of the war and wandered around the jungles of the Philippines, hiding from the enemy. unaware that it was probably safe to come out. So this is, for me, has been more than just a job of editing a book. It's been almost like a whole constellation of things coming together at the right time, and one after the other. And I just hope, and I thank Anne and John for giving me this opportunity, because I think it's really been therapeutic. So thank you.